Hi, welcome to Maggie's Kitchen. Today we are going to make zucchini pizza. This pizza does not use any pizza sauce, just a few simple ingredients, but is very flavorful beyond your expectations. Let's prepare the dough first. 500 grams of all-purpose flour, 9 grams of salt. I usually like to add 1 teaspoon of rosemary to the dough. 2 grams of dry yeast, slowly pour in 325 grams of room temperature water. The original recipe calls for 60% of hydration. After a few times of trying, I feel that with the 65% of hydration, the finished pizza has a better texture and the dough is easier to handle at the final shaping. Stir until there's no visible dry bit, and then just a few kneading to form a dough ball. Cover and let the dough sit for 30 minutes to an hour before the first stretch and fold. As for how to do a stretch and fold, please check my other video of how to make Algerian bread. The link is down below. This is the first stretch and fold. Let the dough rest for 30 minutes. This is second stretch and fold. Let the dough rest for another 30 minutes. After 2 sets of stretch and folds, which only took me a few minutes in total, the dough is already very smooth and strong, ready for fermentation. Of course, you can use a machine to knead the dough, because this dough is not very wet. After the first fermentation, you can use it to make a pizza right away, or leave in the fridge for another 24 to 72 hours, which will give you better flavor. This is a 14 inches cast iron pizza pan. I use parchment paper so that I don't need to wash the pan after. Drizzle some olive oil. Take half of the dough. Dip fingers in the oil and press and stretch the dough at the same time. If you feel the dough is kind of elastic, let the dough to relax for 15 minutes. It will be easier to handle after. Once it covers the entire pan, leave it for final proof, about 45 minutes or so, depending on the room temperature. While waiting, I'm preparing the zucchini. Here's about 2 pounds of zucchini. Shred it. Sprinkle 2 teaspoons of salt. Let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then squeeze the juice out as much as possible. Sprinkle some black pepper, and add 2 cups of shredded cheese, a teaspoon of oregano if you have, which will enhance the flavor. Mix well. It's best to use cheese with a stronger taste. Try not to use mozzarella. I used old cheddar. Spread the topping from edge to edge to protect the crust from burning so that you can bake longer to crisp everything. And finally, sprinkle some breadcrumbs to absorb the moisture from zucchini during the baking and also give the topping extra crunchy. Preheat the oven to 500 Fahrenheit. Middle rack, bake for about 20 to 25 minutes until the top is golden brown. Looks like this. The bottom is crispy, the middle is still soft, combined with the crispy and the cheesy topping. You will not believe there are only few ingredients here. Try it. You will have a pleasant surprise. Thanks for watching and see you next time.